Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is your Modern Tech Breakdown. Today we have news on everyone's favorite app from the Chinese Communist Party, TikTok. Let's jump into it. So we've got some big news here looming on the TikTok ban. The Supreme Court of the United States will be taking up the case and will be hearing oral arguments in January. This is extremely fast action by the Supreme Court, and it looks like they may be getting set to rule on this before the January 19th deadline. And in fact, the court has actually taken two different cases for review on TikTok, one from the actual company itself and another one from creators on TikTok. And just the nature of the Supreme Court, I think this ruling is likely going to decide the fate of TikTok in the United States. Donald Trump is coming into office the day after the ban deadline, and he has indicated he might try to save TikTok. However, if the Supreme Court rules that the ban can go forward on the 19th of January, it seems rather hard to imagine that Trump will turn around on day 1 or 2 of his administration and try to save TikTok. Rulings from the Supreme Court kind of have a feeling of finality to them, and I think it would be rather difficult for Trump to do much about it after the court has ruled. And honestly, I don't think Trump is all that passionate about TikTok. I believe his statements about saving the app were made during the campaign, and now that the election is over, like most politicians, some promises are just going to go away. I think Trump's nature here is to look for a deal. I think he will cover himself by trying to help TikTok find a U.S. buyer for its business. That just feels like the natural play for Trump and will be able to provide him air cover. However, what I find most interesting is the question, will TikTok sell? Even if TikTok loses at the Supreme Court and are facing a ban, I think there's a decent chance they will refuse to sell. And if they do, that will be very, very telling to me. I think it would be a very strong indicator that TikTok is not a business. It's not focused on making money, but it's rather a tool, a political tool of the Chinese Communist Party. Any normal business owner would be motivated by money and would probably sell the app in this situation if they were to be banned. However, I'm not sure that money is the primary motivator in this scenario, so I'm really interested to see what happens from here on. And while I'm at it here predicting the future, which is never a wise move, what do I think the Supreme Court is going to decide on the constitutionality of the TikTok ban? I think they will let it stand. I don't see how the U.S. Constitution gives any rights to a foreign company to own a social media platform in the United States. I think the argument is weak. And on the softer angle, I kind of doubt that any of the Supreme Court justices are TikTok users. So I really don't think they will be very inclined to work to keep the app. I just don't think they're going to care. So there you have it. We will have some big news in January about TikTok from the Supreme Court. I think the ban will move forward, and the only question to me is whether or not TikTok gets sold to avoid a full shutdown. But what do you think? Leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you next time.